you like what you see, then please subscribe, eh? And if you like what we do, then smash that like button too. And if you love to check it out, leave a comment down below. I like radar crypto. I like radar crypto. I like radar crypto. Radar.
Stacking sets, I'm on the chase. Blockchains revving up my pace. Candle spike, I feel the thrill. Bitcoin's got my heart to spill. Oh, oh, moon's in reach. Oh, oh, feel the beat. Oh, oh, bulls break free. Pump it hot, it's me. Pump it, Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Pump it, hit the moon. Pump it, oh, oh. Pump it, zoom, zoom, zoom. Pump it, Bitcoin. Pump it, ride the groove. Pump it, oh, oh. Pump it, zoom, zoom, zoom. Moon rises, I'm lifting you. Hands bold, my fire's true. You, BTC, it's my spark. Pump like the dark. Woo! Pump it, the Bitcoin. Pump it, hit the moon. Pump it, oh, oh. Pump it, zoom, zoom, zoom. Woo! Pump it, the Bitcoin. Pump it, ride the boom. Pump it, oh, oh. Pump it, zoom, zoom, zoom. Pump it, the Bitcoin. Pump it, fast and free. Pump it, oh, oh. Pump it, Bit2re. Pump it, zoom, zoom, zoom. Pump it, the Bitcoin. Pump it, hit the moon. Pump it, oh, oh. Pump it, zoom, zoom, zoom. Pump it, ride the groove. The price is high, but I'm holding off. I'm not the one to chase green at the top. I'd rather short than buy the hype. I'm waiting for the dip, give me the right type. The price is high, I'll wait, I'll wait. I'm not the one to chase candles late. The price is high, don't break, don't break. I'll short the peak or sit and take. Volume spikes, scream, watch for traps. Overbow charts mean a quick collapse. Don't FOMO in when RSC's too hot. Patience pays, I'll trade what I've got. The price is high, I'll wait, I'll wait. I'm not the one to chase.
Check, 1 2 1 2.
The price is high, don't break.
Ladies and gentlemen, if life seems like it's getting a little away from you, a little too much, you just need a little bit more cowbell in your life. I got you, baby. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'll make money.
it is time for the turkey.
The price is high. I'll wait.
Are we ready?
I'm not the one to chase candles late. The price is high. Don't break, don't break. I'll short the peak or sit and take. The price is high, yeah, I'll wait my turn. I'm not the one to crash and burn. I've never seen a Lambo in my hood. Ooh, yeah. Cut my teeth on sats, I knew I could. Ooh. My block's no throne, just grit and
All right, I think we found the button. Can we hit it, Sean? Can you do it? Can we do it this time? For real, for real.
and every trick.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
How's it going, everybody? Thank you for joining me here tonight on Late Night Crypto with Road Dogg. Earlier today, we did have a daytime stream. So I think it was around 2, 3 o'clock. Went to about 4 o'clock, seems like. I was playing with this measure move idea for this channel. And then we did this little experiment because we put it at the breakout like you're supposed to. And if you look at that, you know, price went up, went through it, came down below, found some resistance there. That was cool. I also like to experiment with putting it at a break or a retest area like, oh, well, gosh darn it. That was, oh, I'm sorry. This was the retest area right there. I got lost there for a second. And that takes us up to this other area. I just thought that was kind of interesting that that area was also kind of being respected up and through there. Let me clear out some of this stuff. So Bitcoin taking the bullish route. And let's see, we were looking down here. This was going, I think this was this morning, right? Get so lost in the times on here. Made a nice little W pattern, was looking for the possibility we come down and retest. That possibility is still out there, but hey man, it's a little bit less now, huh? We kind of got away from that. We did another little area over here. Some people see these as W patterns right here. Kind of a double bottom at support. The yellow line is the 618 Fibonacci, so we were fighting with it and couldn't figure out if we were going to go above it, below it, you know, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, and then finally we decided I'm done. I'm staying on top of it. That was a bullish sign right here with this one. It did come back and retest that little area of support, resistance right there. So, and then onward we went, and we've just been chugging along ever since then. It's a tricky ass play, so you know. A lot of people have been struggling trying to trade this, where you're going to be bullish or bearish and how to go with it, right? And all I can say is that we're bullish. I mean, on the weekly's already told us that. The daily's still trying to figure out its direction in life, and mostly on the MACD there. She's still saying some bearish tendencies here. You know, now she's starting to get the little light. Now we're starting to get the little light candle, making it look like it's going to be like one of these little small things over here. May only have 3 or 4 little candles there before she does something else. That's what I'm paying attention to right here on the MACD as she's doing this cross. This is normally not one to shake a stick at, but it's on the daily versus what we got with the bigger time frame. This is the weekly MACD. She's the general. She's the one in charge. She gets to say so. This one gets to make the rules. This one gets to execute them. And right now, this one's kind of confused. Coming to the 3-day, though, on the MACD. Now, we got our first lighter bar here showing a little sign of weakness on the 3-day. So we're kind of getting to the edges here. And we're so close to all-time highs, or the retest our previous all-time highs, that it's starting to get a little juicy. A little exciting. Now I've got a target that I'm waiting for. We got this one in the stream this morning, 108, 154-ish. That is one that I took from this pullback right here. When we came back up here, tested our 236 Fibonacci. And that's rare that you get a bounce off that little guy, right? It's rare that you get a strong bounce, but when you do, be ready for it. And that's why I'm looking for this target right up here. Normally, I'm expecting a 382, just kind of flag. We might bounce here, then come back and make a lower high, and come back and make a little flag, and come down to this area. That's if I can draw it out. This is more what I would normally be looking at. This chart's getting a little, oh, now you can't even see that. It's too wide. A lower, you know, and then gradually come down here. And maybe that would make a flag. Or make some kind of pattern for support and go up from there. But no, we said nay. Once she got above this and then started flirting back up in this area, I was like, this is starting to look a little juicy. She made a higher high, and I'm like, okay, well, that's good. Next lower low was testing the bottom of the trend line, and that was a great time to get in my personal opinion, around 105. To take a chance on that. So it did, our theory did maintain itself as being true. We did have a channel. The way we found this, it was crazy how this happened to identify that channel right when it was first developing or taken off there. And it was just by going by this angle here. And I was like, that, you know, that's too clean of an angle, and we're kind of doing some weird stuff, and I want to see what happens with that little guy. So let me extend that one out. Try to be as true to this angle as I can. And then we put them up here, and then, well, we start seeing, well, I think it was more over, you know, it was more kitchen here. Anyway, we had it on the other chart, but you can see that now we got a channel idea, right? And we also had this underside. This is what we found. It was over here, I believe. Is that right? We would have put it on, not on top. Oh hell! Now I'm trying to remember what we did earlier today. Let's just go back to the chart that we actually drew. It was underneath. It went on top. Okay. So the angles, might have been my angle. Anyway, that line still stayed as support. So to me, even though, you know, unless you subscribe to the idea that price travels in channel, this wouldn't have, you know, wouldn't have meant anything. But that's where we got our little measure moves and stuff like that we put and applied. Just an idea. That was one of many little ideas to help navigate this little market. And here we are, man. This is our all-time high. Let's see, I had you. Maybe I erased you by mistake. I thought I had a little white line up there, maybe on a different chart. I've been going through several different charts here. So we're finding a little rejection now. We went up to 106.6. What is that? 106.7, 106.8, and now we're coming back to 106.3. Still within a trend line here. On the smaller time frame, 6 minute. They look a little janky here. Let me see if I can tighten you up here from where I drew you. So from what I can see, looks like we got a good chance to come down and retest these little areas here. Might just get a bounce at that 21, but if we come down to the bottom of the trend line, we're retesting the $106,000 area. Not bad. Nice little place to come and bounce, and then try to go for our target up here at 107. I'm going to take. I could have sworn. Maybe I didn't. I hate to touch the stuff that I put and color coded, so I'm not going to do that. The red line is usually that's usually one of my fib targets when I have them in red up there. And then of course we got our bigger target over here, and then our major trend line. So we're opening up the options here for some more upside. And hopefully we'll come up and make our all-time high. The question is, well, how high will it go? And when we pulled our fibs on all this to get some ideas, is roughly around 111 and 113, 114, just depending on what chart that you're on. It can be different depending on what exchange, what chart, but yeah, roughly right in the same areas. Here's a good little chart right here. Well, that's from you. It's worth noting that, though. 107.7, 108, 469 for this particular leg. I need to zoom out. I'm trying to get the actual bigger one over here. This little guy. Or this big guy. Wow, and you zoom out, you can see how close to the top we are, and that's just kind of freaking amazing, isn't it? So So here's where we get a 113 target and a 118 on this chart. This is the index. Now I am also going to recheck my fibs here. I think that was a 0.5 retracement, was it not? You can consider it a 0.5. That's where we kind of caught right there. That actually. Call me crazy, but this is my forecast for the targets here. Right around 124. Now I think this guy 118, 113, those are going to be some good areas. But if I'm looking for this whole move, and I'm not saying we're going to go shaky, I'm sure we're going to have lots of ups and downs and probably a pullback and a lot more. I would kind of expect us to come up to about 113 before we get our first pullback, and it may be shallow, it may be deep, I don't know. I mean, you know, this was just a minor little one right here. It did a 113 there, and then we had all this, so it's hard to kind of speculate. Just kind of have to look at a few other signs, and some of the bigger moving averages down here are still in lower areas. Now they need to come up, and maybe I'm sure that they will as we make our way up. But we're starting to get into some juicier targets. I'm not trying to be too much of a moon boy right now and say, oh, we can find ourselves at 122 next week. We don't know what's going on. We don't, but there will be a pullback. More than likely, we're hoping, cross our fingers, unless it's straight up from here, and then we say, well, I hope we got our bags packed as best that we could when we had them. I think we're getting closer. But you'll still have a chance. I think it just might not be as good of a chance as it was down here at 78. So hello everybody. Let me come over to the chat here. Got 18 people hanging out with me. Got Duality C. How's it going? Brackets Adventures. Cowbell Movies. We got Soul. Bracket says he's picking out Bentley and Rolls Royce colors today. Yeah. Bravo. So we're having a good day. All right. And we got Bullish on Parade. My man with a plan, how we doing? I am doing blessed. Every day it's a blessed day. Whoa, Turkey has a big sneeze. Was it a sneeze? Sicario, I ate a family size. I can't see it because it does that. Why does it do that? I ate a family size pack of M&Ms. Looking at charts. Help me, Obi-Wan Turkey. You're my only hope. We will do it. We will help. We will use the force. DLZ, what's up, man? There's Joe from Trade Intuition. 12th on the like and join the content. Smash and support the community. Support the channel by subscribing and sharing the content. No shilling here. Oliver. Thank you, Joe, for that. You're so much better at all this YouTube stuff than I am. All this engagement and all this stuff. I just like to come on here and get lost in the charts, just to be honest with you. And hang out with cool people. Time got away from me. He gets away from me all the time. Just finished another song. Oh, that's cool. I need to get some more music too, just to change it up. More background music. Oh, and Brackish was first today. Hey, Brackish. Congratulations, man. Man, you just barely missed it, Joe. You're right there. Look, you just came in right behind him. No, it's almost. Yeah, there you go. Second. There you go, Joe. I knew you could get it. Woo! All right. Good Brown Gravy says, Road Dog, look at Goon C, I guess. If it hits 10 cents, I can pay off some debts. Oh, there's your thinking. And it's a play. I'm willing to lose it all. Ooh. Well, I hope when you say lose it all, it's not everything on that one. You know, you got your little portion over there that might be a decent amount, but not everything you own. All right, let's take a look at, let me write that down. GOONC. Was there? Did I miss one from earlier? Was there another? I can't remember. can't remember seeing one over there. If I missed it, just put it back in the chat. Let me do this while I'm thinking about it. Man, I miss going over the news. I really used to like going over the, just Layer GG's little news. It was just a few minutes and just a nice summary of everything that happened during the day. And I miss doing that. And why I did that, it gave everybody a chance to get the request out and everything. Joe says, "Oh, we got the clap." You got the clap. I wouldn't tell everybody. God Spider, how's it going? Turkey got a new haircut. I see the trim. Turkey could probably use a haircut. I hadn't had one in a while. All right. I don't have X up, do I? I was going to check over there real quick, but I'm sure he's still on vacay. I don't know. He might be back, though. Since the market's up and everything, I wonder if he is. You guys mind if I check? Should take but a minute. I like the dude. I like his news and stuff. Why are you giving me a white page like this, dude? Nope. Well, wait a minute. Here's something from... What? Something... He does give these cool calendars over there for the month of, like, for May, and today being the 19th, we're down here this week. CME's got XRP futures, it says. What's that? CME, okay, just CME XRP's futures, Microsoft build, just to see something. US, no, that was last week. Dinner with Trump is coming up this week on the 22nd. Nothing really going on this week, huh? Well, that's good. We had all that stuff. And then the 26th, next week, the Senate's going to vote on the Genius Act. Okay. So nothing really going on that's horrible scary right now. Or from his calendar, anyway, we can say. All right. Well, first of all, before I get into everything, I like to look at the indices real quick, kind of get a take on the weather, if you will. That's how I look at it. I get a feel for the weather. And SPN Standard & Poor, whatever, SPX 500, Legacy Market, Tech Stocks, whatever. They had their first little red candle in a while, but they're over areas of support. Everybody's scared to death down here, and I was like, I think it's going to bounce. She bounced a little lower at the 618, but did good. Everybody was scared to death over through here, man. I'm like, this looks good. Why are you? I mean, all the big names there. And I'm like, dude, it looks promising. The chart said it looked promising, and it was. But man, there's a lot of people scared out there. I'm like, huh. So over here, if you look at total 3 now, I got this little white line here, support area. From this high over here, we came down and wicked down to that and touched that. Now maybe that will satisfy us, from this big candle, which some people might call it a vector candle. 50% retracement. We're ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. And maybe that's enough to satisfy it. I don't make the rule. I just have guidelines, man. I know that that's a possible bounce, and I know that this is a very possible bounce down here at the bottom of the trend line area, or the neckline, or this little thingy there. I can't see that color good. Let's make it yellow like all the other cool people do. So that's a good sign. I'd like to take a closer look at total 3 rather than just like, well, we bounced there, now it's just nothing but upside. Because we could be, it just could be just a little leg up and then we come down lower. So don't want to see that for altcoins. So let's get a feel for altcoins first. And, I think I'm going to go with the others chart, because this is all of our altcoins minus the top 10, and so that gives us a little bit better of a feel, I think. Now here, I just saw this on the 12-hour. I don't know why I picked the 12-hour. I just pick a bigger time frame. I'm not as picky about that. You must do the daily or the 4-hour. Those are the ones that you need to. I mean, you can. I mean, and that's traditional, and they're good. But sometimes there are time frames that might fit with your indicators a little bit better. Sometimes I find a 2-hour works really good with MACDs and stuff like that. But the way I look at it, I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm looking for bigger time frames. I'll look at a month, a week, a big time frame, a smaller one than that, something like daily. A daily, a 12-hour, and then a smaller 4-hour, 2-hour, and then the tinier ones 15 minutes, something like that. And then we get in the real small ones like 1-3 minutes. I tend to look at it that way rather than any specific time frame. A lot of people, when you're new to the game, that can get stuck with your head and mess with. It's like you hit a brick wall, and like, you know, you're a deer seeing headlights with some of the stuff. Oh no, time frames. Now I'm lost. I'm stuck. You get analysis paralysis. Now I don't know what time frames to look at. This one's bullish, that one's bear. And you'll get over that. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Just understand bigger time frames. They got more of the say so. They got the momentum. They got the power behind what they say they're going to do more than your smaller time frames. They kind of tell the smaller time frames how it's going to go down, baby. This is how it's going to go down. You got a little wiggle room, but here are your parameters. I run the show. I run the show. I'm the weekly. I run the show. The daily reports to me. You report to the daily. The 12-hour reports to you. The 4-hour reports to the 12-hour, and so on. That's how we structured this out. Okay? We're like a well-oiled military machine here. Chain of command. I expect you to respect that chain of command. All right, so that's kind of the thing. Here we are, 12-hour. We got the little green dot, and that's cool. This is looking good. Money flow is down a little bit, but it looks like everything's taking a nice little swift pull to the upside after that bearish divergence that took us down just a wee bit. So here cool, 12-hour. Oh, look, when the moving averages is up there, the 360, and we're coming back. We're playing with the big boys. We were playing with the big boys. Let me turn the little guys off because I think this is interesting. I didn't used to use these 3 moving averages for a long time, and it was through back testing and just studying. Actually, I was reading an article and I was like, I don't know what the 666 moving average. No, that's a joke. And then I was like, oh shoot, there's actually a real movement behind the 666 moving average. And I'm like, and then I was looking and back testing. I'm like, holy crap, the 666 moving average really gets a lot of traction, and so is the 800. Now they're really close. I've kind of seen a little relationship between them and how they act. But this 360 was one that I had to find something in there that would work. And 360 squares a circle, squares a square, and is close to 365. I did try 365. 360 had the best effect, so I'm sold on 360. And anyway, that's the story behind how I got these 3 moving averages, and they are gold to me for what they tell me when I wouldn't know it any other time. And that's what I need. I need input. I need little secrets. I need the chart that will talk to me, and the moving averages talk to me. And we're getting a nice bounce, and we should be headed right back up here to talk to that little guy. 200. So that's nice. In other words, translation is altcoins are looking pretty gosh darn good. And if we happen to this little neckline, you already got a line there. We might come back and touch it. I mean, we still could, but if we can bounce here, good enough. Okay, we bounced off of this area right here. Cool. Higher lows, all we need. We just need a higher low. And I take it as a good sign if we are deviating from our main trend line rather than coming back to touch it. I take that as a bullish sign. We just got to make sure that that's what it's doing, and not just saying, oh, I'm here today, but down there tomorrow. Surprise, hey, I'm home. We don't want that. And I look for subtle signs to tell me maybe we don't have that, and I think we got one. If I copy that line and carry it over here, it lines up very well there. There's a chance that we're holding this very steep ass trend line, which could open us up to bigger highs over here. And it suggests to me that on our next little journey to the upside, if we can get past this, not make some kind of weird double top kind of formation, because we do have a lot of congestion over here in this area. So we should see at least another 50 billion coming in, but I got this juicy little target. Oh, about $70 billion away coming into altcoins, bringing us back to where we were right before we lost it back in February over there. Kind of retesting the bottom of those areas. That's starting to look juicy to me. I'm liking that. So is it altcoin season? I would never say it's altcoin season unless it was. I saw something really happening with Bitcoin dominance, but things are looking good. You can see her on the 4-hour, and I think the 4-hour is a good chart, especially for these bigger moving averages that I use, because now we're starting to see where they're trying to turn around and roll over. Let me put my other moving averages on there, or else I'll forget about them and we'll never talk about them ever again. And they talk to me all the time, man. They tell me all good kinds of stuff, and they're also liking the party here. So I think we got a good chance to see altcoins do a little something pretty soon. A nice little change of pace that we're starting to get another little move. I don't know if it's going to be that strong or if it'll be kind of janky like it was over here, but it's better than coming down, right? Finally see some altcoins do some stuff, and the other indicator. Why can't I never find you anymore? BTC.D. I need to put you over there. They changed some stuff over here. They don't let me, I can't put you over here. But if I have you over here, I can click on you and then add you here. Can I do it this way? Can we do it this way? BTC.D. Is this how I gotta do it? Oh, okay. Well, that's one way. Now we got, oh look, and you're in the, oh, and you put you where I don't have to drag you up. Okay, I'm cool with that. Because I used to add it and I'd have to go all the way down here and grab it and move it all the way up. So now we got Bitcoin dominance here. Oh, in the 4-hour, where it's kind of a little bit more relevant to us. And the red line is a oh my gosh, you got to zoom out. Red line is a pattern that we're in, a rising triangle of sorts, however you want to define it, whether you want to use this trend line or the other red trend line. But basically, this is the one that we were bouncing off the bottom, and that's the main one that matters to me. This was our little temporary one. How did you get not temporary? But we lost that and that area. And anytime that Bitcoin dominance starts getting these red candles, or purple candles in my case, it's good. Now, I personally think we lost that, so we're looking for a correction, a corrective wave, probably an ABC. That's why I like to talk to Elliot, because he is all in on the ABC stuff. It's an ABC. He's saying, hell no, it's a 4 wave. I'm going to the moon. If that be true, that's scary for altcoins. Good for Bitcoin. So a rising wedge breaks to the downside, but you know what a rising wedge really is, though, right? It's really it's really just a part. It's part of a channel. So if we were to take this idea here, we could see that if she were to fall, we would hope that she would come all the way back down here about 60%, or at least retest this 60 something, this 618 Fibonacci area, right? 200 moving average. But she might be making, you know, a channel. I was looking to see if there might be a smaller channel here. What I was wondering at is this make a channel? And are we at the bottom of one? And you can kind of make an argument for that too. So it would suck if we went up for a higher high up here. So that's what I'm looking at right now, the possibility. And I gotta say, it's there. It's a possible. But what are we doing right now? Right now, we got a chance to get rejected at some areas, and we need to do that. And so I think the best indicator right now would probably be our moving averages, which what we hope for this one is that we get rejected at that 21 and then roll over and have it cross that blue line, the red line cross the blue line. That's what we need to see. And I'm going to bring it down to the 4 hour, 4 hour. See what it's saying here. Okay, this is a good chart. This is a good chart to do, because you got the 200 moving average right there at rejection. So now you got a clean cut line, bullish or bearish on the 4 hour. If we get above it, we're bullish. Stay below it, then we're still bearish. And Elliot thinks that we're getting ready to just blast off to the upside, and moving averages look pretty good, except for this, you know, all the smaller ones crossing negatively, like they're trying to do something. Maybe, I don't know. What we want to see is rejection here and come down, hopefully for a lower low would be beautiful. That would almost feel like an altcoin season, but it would still just be an altcoin rally. Yeah, altcoin season is not just a little jump down like that. Oh no, my friend. The real altcoin season. The real altcoin season, let me take you back to 2017. I think we got to zoom out. So here we are on the daily. And we got this little thing. This is what they were calling for altcoin season last time altcoins did something. Look, I mean, that's a nice little drop from what we're used to because we are not getting much of a drop, but the true altcoin season is this. This is altcoin season. This is like where the big bucks in altcoins are made, especially against Bitcoin. And that happens somewhere around the 70% area. And we're not quite there yet. We're at 63. We're right around here. We're right around here. And this was the altcoin season of all altcoin season right here. Back in 2017 to 2018. The other ones were a little lacking. That was a nice slow one, but this was the nice one in January 2021. And all we got are these little bitty drops. They seem great at the time, but there's a lot more out there to be experienced when Bitcoin dominance does drop, and that's what we're really waiting for. That is the altcoin season we're waiting for. Until we have that, you know, we're just hoping and going from rally to rally and trying not to lose our ass in altcoins. So she is at a point of rejection, so that means that at some point during this week, hopefully starting now, because we are at the 200 moving average, printing some red candles. So hopefully we're below the 9, or we want to stay below the 9, need to stay below that 9 moving average. We lose the 9, lose the 100, lose the green line, lose this one, start rolling over. But be honest with you, man. It makes me wonder. Elliot, you might be right on this one too. Elliot's been doing pretty good lately. He's been shooting pretty. His little forecasts have been coming out pretty decent, except for the daily. It said we were going to 40-something thousand. You suck, Elliot. If we roll over, then good for altcoins, okay? That's what we need. And we got the possibility. We just got to see it confirmed. All right, so let's go take a look at Goon. See? KuCoin. Never heard of it. MXC's got you, though. Oh, look at you. So 2.8 cents, and was there any other comment on that? Was it just... I'm trying to remember. All right, Goon C. You did a steep ass retracement right there, didn't you? That's all I got on the chart. Let me just check. MXC should have a good chart, though. Let me check out crypto.com. It's a little bit more... Okay, I'll go back to MXC. I want the volume. Hey, it's free. Might as well. So right now, the first thing that I see that I'm kind of wondering about, and it can change because this candle is... Well, it's not just getting started. You got some rising price here with some falling volume, so I'd be a little skeptical of that. I don't consider that to be authentic price action. I consider that market makers just backing up their order and pushing things up, and I view that as a manipulated market. As being not authentic, meaning she can give up any kinds of gains that she makes under those situations. Doesn't mean she will, though, but it's okay. I might do it later. I feel so unsure as I log in tonight. So I like this for trend line on the 4 hour. Pretty decent little chart there. Nice little higher highs, higher lows. Some people see that as a flag. Some people see this as a cup and handle. I do not, because I believe price needs to rise in to make the cup formation, because it's a continuation pattern. Otherwise, it could be a continuation pattern to the downside. Don't want to see that. Some people might see it as trying to make a double bottom. Let's make it a higher low there. And speaking of higher lows, let me get that information right now. 786. Oh yeah, okay. Well, the next target that we're going to look for is this 0.5. She might have. And so I'm looking at 39 cents. Just a little bit above 39 cents, not quite 40. No, not 39 cents, 3.95 cents. I got See these zeros here. Hey man, I wonder if we could make that bigger. Oh look, we can. Let's just bump it up a little bit bigger. So, oh look, I can see them now. Some people might look at this. Oh, you just drew a fib and put the fib line, and it can't be that easy. It can definitely be this easy if you got gains to make. If 36% for anybody that's FOMOs in is possible. Don't recommend you do that by any means. 62%. On the 4 hour here, we're not looking for an entry. We're just looking for targets there. The sweet target would be this little guy at 7.79. She had a steep ass retracement, so we're not looking for a bigger, higher high. Just enough to be a higher high. She may have different plans. I don't know. And I mean, there are some higher targets I can go with. That's the one that's more relative to where we retrace to, though. So that's the one I'm sticking with for that. Now from here to there, and I was just trying out an idea. That's not really. Well, I guess it could be valid. Got 2 touches, but not enough for me at the moment. So from here to there would be 175%. And I stand by these targets. I mean, if I put this one out here, I'm not gonna change it, move it, or anything. We always come back and validate it for how I got it. I can't just say, well, I did this and drew a line up there. No, I mean, I took this measure move and put it to the upside. I know I've got it where I can replicate it because they're all levels, right? Fib levels. Ain't no line about that. How I do my fibs, it's always going to reveal the same thing. So if she's wrong, she's wrong. We know about it. And by my little system, that one tells me that's the one waiting for. So I put a little arrow by it. Boom. And as we get some more information and everything, we can get some other ideas. And there's still some other ideas we can play. You got to break out. We can take a measure move. I mean, do as best as I can here by my rules that I follow, and of course it depends on how you look at it. You could probably go level like this, or you're looking at it in a triangle. So 2 ways to do it. You can go from there, put it out the breakout, or you can take this whole move right here, and that takes us up close to our little funky target area. I like that. Let me go ahead and mark this other one. It just takes us back up to where we started, basically right there, about 6.4 cents. So we'll put you on here as a measure move. Now we got even more targets here for KuCoin. And as far as an entry, I'm just going to come down to a 15-minute time frame here and see what we got. Can we get an entry? Do we need an entry? This is our original trend line, way too steep to maintain, so we had to lose that little guy. This is our secondary trend line, which it seems to be maintaining, so therefore I'll look for a channel. So in my personal opinion, until it tells us we're doing something different, I'm looking for that, even though I know she's trying to do a wedgie, which may lead to a downside. They're both bearish patterns. They break to the downside, but until they do, they stay in that pattern, and they can be fun. Let's do a few other little ideas here on the skinny. 786. Okay. So let's say she's got 3 humps and a dump or something, and she wants to do a little retracement here. Where can I get in on this one? She's above the non-moving average, so I can't say she's ready to do anything just yet. But if I were going to look, I would look in this sweet little zone right here. That would be betwixt. Also betwixt. Sounds like a candy bar. So places to add to your trade or possibly buy as we get a bounce here at 2.4. Maybe even down to 2.2 cents. We do that. That's reasonable. Testing these areas. Now this, yeah, I don't see it that way, but some people will see a cup. Excuse me. Some people might see a cup and handle there. Yeah, I'd like to. The thing for the cup and handle is that you want your lip lines. Now this would make a nice lip line. Oh well, this is not a cup and handle class though. William J. O'Neill is the one that came up with the cup and handle. I would go by his guidelines over anything anybody else said. He probably knows a little bit more about it and a little bit more understanding than anybody looking at a picture and saying, "Oh well, I guess it does this." Yay! I mean, if you really want to get into these sites, so Goon, I think looks cool, and some. I guess I'll share. I'm going to share this with the group. I don't know if everybody has access to Mexi or anything like that. Let's put you on the 4 hour because you can kind of see the momentum building up here on the 4 hour. Look at this duck lips on the MACD. We like the duck lips on the MACD. You like duck lips? Can't see my buy areas there. All right, I think we can see it all there, right? So there's the targets, 2.4, 2.3, if we can get that. Sell targets. Oops, I didn't get that one. Or take profit targets. This was a measure move. The blue ones are measure moves. This is a good target. No, that's not. I'm sorry. Yes, it was. We have two measure moves. I forgot. We got two different measure moves there. So I got a variety of targets. They can get you a variety of results here for percentages: 37, 70, 119. When you come and see a chart that somebody's just got lines and numbers on it, doesn't make a lot of sense unless you can see a reward is the word I'm trying to look for. So I'm going to just take it right up there and go to my 208%, and you can kind of hopefully you can tell by that there's some good percentage on these other targets too. So the low volume here tells me we can come down and get these guys. 2.2, 2.4, 2.5-ish. All right, so let's share this. This is Goon C, right? It's the vanity wall. We need to go over trade setups. Oh, look. Chris has been Bonnie Wedgie. Doing some setups over there. This is the area where you guys can put your chart setups. That's what I'm trying to do with it over here. The whole trade setups. It's not just for me to put them trade setups. I mean, I'll put some over there too. But it's an area where you guys can share ideas among you. We can all share ideas together as you come across something. And I don't post everything that I trade over there because I'm not always sitting here taking pictures and trying to draw it out that way. A lot of times I'm on my phone and like, that's an entry. The ones I do on my computer work out a whole lot better though. Now I need a phone. I need a fib on my phone on the exchange. It's hard to use it. This is Goon C. It's on Mexi and others. 4 hour chart. Swing trade targets. And I think it's got lots of possible gains. Up to 200. Where's my percent? Why do I not know that? Oh my God, Sean, did you move the percent button? It's on number 5. I got it. Okay. 200% gains. At target, at main target. So that's my take on Goon C, and I put it over there, and then you can go over there and have that reference. And that should be good for a while. It's all based on Fibonacci. It's not based on time frame or what's happening here. It's based on ratio and proportion. Cool. Thank you for that. Let's take a look also now at SOE. And I would say, oh, let's go with MEXC or KuCoin. MEXC should be good. Probably got some things over here. Oh, goodness. I hadn't looked at this one in a minute since back over these days. What has she done? Did she come up and now all 618 at 428? She did. Oh, gosh darn it. I didn't have anything officially up there to. Nailed it. I can't do it. Okay. Well, let's clear all this stuff off because, you know, it's kind of expired now. Oh, wow, I can see charts. That's crazy. Oh, look. There's still a bunch of spaghetti lines, though. Those spaghetti lines are telling me that we're doing a nice little flipping, and it's taking its time. It's not official yet, but she's in the process of doing the flippening. I'm going to try a little technique that I used on Bitcoin today that I thought was kind of tray cool. Boom! You're not lining up quite as perfect, and it's probably my fault over here. Are you counting? You might be cutting through. I would go where you have the most touches to find an angle. Regardless of where I'm looking for channel, it's still a resistance line. Is it a demand line, I guess you would say? Demand line or supply? The supply line, demand. Oh gosh darn it, sometimes that stuff gets too convoluted. So, nice little rising channel, my personal opinion. Little flaggy. Notice that this flaggy to the upside has a much bigger measure move than we've attained so far from this little flaggy. So which flaggy are you going to use for your upside? Or you want to take this one too? I see a lot of people just taking new ones, and I don't know. That's not the best way, in my personal opinion. But that's just my take. If you want to be a flag chaser, chase flags. They're fun to chase, but eventually they will hand your ass to you. Sometimes they work out good, and then sometimes they don't. It's good to have a few other ideas out there. I like to zoom out and see the bigger patterns because they're the ones that matter. Oh, here's an idea. And there's another idea. All right, so we'll just do it this way, and so make an opening and broadening pattern because that's what the actual touches are giving us at the moment. So we had a nice little 786 retracement there, and that could be kind of cool. Let's see what we could do with that. We're gonna pull our magical fibs out. I think I'm officially a fib trader. I think I've crossed over. I think I'm officially a fib trader. 3-day charts when I'm on. I don't know why I thought it was the daily, but I just want to bring up this toppy signal you got here of a red dot, stochastics coming down. This VWAP is past the 0 line and money flow is in the red. This does not look good. Let me switch over to the daily. The daily's trying to do a little bit of a come up, but the 3 days saying she got some downside to her, so we got that. So it's not looking like we're going to get too much further, in my opinion, than maybe retesting 423. Maybe 5. I did have a $5 target on one chart I was looking at. So we got those ideas, and actually for where as deep as it went, my main target would be here at 5. So my fibs tell me we got a chance to come up to there. And we've been getting rejected at a rejection area, the 618. And I want to paint that one orange, as this may be as high as it gets. But I think 501. We could give 537 an honorable mention, but it really shouldn't come into play here. if we continue on bullish and we want to go up and make a higher high, this is the guy I'll be looking for. Because anything can happen in this market. We just want to have a plan in case it does, and that would be my plan at 640 in case we, oh crap, we're just going to keep on going. Then that's the one I'm shooting for right there. So for SWE, the daily's actually starting. I mean, the daily's got money flow coming in, so the daily's looking good. The 3-day is not looking so hot, so we might want to keep that in mind. Daily actually looks really good. If I were be back up to the 3-day over here. What you got going against you so much? That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Everything looks decent there. Maybe a pull. Okay, I see a pullback could be coming. Maybe, but that's not bad. Maybe. She sure don't look like she want to go down there anytime too soon, though. That 200 moving average is coming in down through there too. Okay, I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you. I see you. Okay, what well, you got bullish signs here. That'd be impressive if you can pull this off. Actually, I see moving averages crossed bearishly here, but she's bouncing and trying to say, "Screw you! I don't want to hear nothing about it." So, are you trying to break out? Are you getting an official breakout? You trying? You still got wiggle room. I would probably look at the wicks on some of these. I think I would let that be my confirmation for breakout, because until then she's got a little range. There's some bearish momentum here, but if there's like a big spurt of money coming in, which might happen with this MACD the way it's looking. What about money flow? Yeah, money flow is starting to come up. There might be enough to help us recover that. Normally when I'm seeing these guys cross over, especially on a bigger time frame like that, I'm reading that kind of bearish. Coming down to the 4-hour. I mean, yeah, so we're testing that. There's a chance we can roll over right here, I think. So, gosh darn it, the daily looking bullish and the 3-day not. That's making things a little confusing. Makes me think if we do break out, we might not keep it, and the possibility we might roll over here. It would be really bullish. I mean, if she broke out, she would have to retest, and it would probably be kind of fuzzy while we wait for these moving averages to catch up and go bullish again, because they just went bearish over here. That can happen. I'm not going to rule that out. That's just not something I would just instantly say, oh yeah, sure, that's going to happen. I just can't. I can't see that. So what I'm trying to say, she looks like she's trying to pull a Hail Mary, and maybe she will. Okay, but I would expect her to come down. I would expect it to get rejected and come down. But the daily is saying, hey man, I want to try this Hail Mary approach. So okay, do you? I hope it works out. But I would expect you to come down just a little bit, maybe 330, 320. Ribbon flips, maybe ribbon flips, ribbon flips, ribbon flips. They're bearish. They're bearish. They are bearish, even in smaller time frames. All right, well, so what are you saying, Road Dog? We're coming back then? Are we coming back? Let's see if we can do this an easier way here. Oh, dang, that would be 886. Let's throw out 2 little target areas here where she might come back to. I don't 886 seems kind of, that seems kind of deep. That seems a little deep. There's still that 355, and gosh darn it, I'm almost wanting to put that one into. That would be a great place to bounce. I'll add him in orange. I'm not sold on that one just yet, although it's very, that would be perfect. That would be great. That would be bullish bounce there. More bullish than this one. That's not bad, but I think she's coming down to 337. We're going to have to put this on the back burner and see what she actually does. Well, you look all right here. All right, let me come back to the chat. Back her up over here. We got King Hell. How's it going, King Hell? Can stand? Or I guess I'm saying that right. I hope I'm saying that right. Can we look at Moo, the bull token? Ticker Moo. It's a DGen. Don't judge you. I don't judge you. I'm for you, DGen. I can help tell you about how my DGen got his ass kicked with all the stupid stuff that he did, so you can avoid to do it when we talk about this stuff. But I mean, let's face facts, okay? Meme coins are here, and they do better than some real world, some better projects that offer more solid things. Even the ones that are vaporware offer a lot more excitement than the ones that actually do stuff and mean something in them, like Chainlink. Just saying. For what it does and everything, and the small amount of coins that it has, you would think that little sucker would be worth several $100. But no. Instead, Peanut the Squirrel. That's what we're looking at. Peanut the Squirrel doesn't do nothing. It's just a picture to a little bunch of numbers. That's all. It's like it give you a bunch of numbers in a box, and we just put a picture of Peanut the Squirrel, and now it makes it attractive. We can sell it now. So it's I mean, that's what it is. And this whole market's narrative. Narrative is where you're going to make the money. Narrative, attention. Wherever the attention goes, the money flows. So you can't bitch about. You can bitch about them at first when you don't understand. I'm like, I don't understand, man. It's the same thing back with DeFi when DeFi first came out, man. And then it got on everything, where everything that opened up was food. Every token that came out was food. Banana coin. We had lots of banana coins. They had all kinds of coins. I can't remember. Everything was food based. Pizza this, Pizza Dex. I mean, all these places. Pizza Swap, or Burger Swap. All these little things out there. It just got crazy, and it almost made it seem like it was unreal, like you couldn't take crypto serious. But then meme coins kind of filled that niche, especially after rug pulls and all this stuff. But if you get finding the meme coin that's not going to rug pull, one that's been established, then you got something. It's those brand new ones that are the ones that are really, really degen. Bullish on Parade. Oh, dog, reminds me, Nitro went up. I think you bought some too. I don't think I got any Nitro. I might have meant to do it and forgot. That's what it sounds like. Damn, did I miss something? I did buy. I remembered. Oh, I saw that. Moonpig had a pullback and tested the levels, so I entered there because that one slipped by me too. Nitro. Kelly says she's late to the party. How about Guns Coin? I guess the unlocks aren't until next year. Oh, really? I can't remember what that looked like. Wasn't it kind of a range? Seems like that one was in kind of a range. And Launch Coin. A lot of people liking that one. Maybe I need to take another. Didn't that one have like a bunch of tokens though? Like billions? Hey, there's Strega. 111. One uno wahid yi une ainis hana. Hey, that's pretty impressive. Korean, Japanese, German, French, and Chinese. I thought Japanese was Ichi. Oh, but for 1111, well, I don't know my numbers up that high. MG Motorsports is lurking. I ain't got no problem with it. I lurk all the time. I'm a lurker. I'm going to admit it. I am a professional lurker. And that's just my personality. I'm not a talkative person. I'm not an engaging person. It just happens to be here on YouTube as a turkey. I talk a lot, like for hours. But when I'm on somebody's stream, I think it's, especially if it's a small channel, it does help to do the chat, and that's why they encourage it. But I was watching one person, a daytime streamer, and it's almost like they shame lurkers. And I'm like, dude, just be glad you got people here. I mean, I'm looking at 21 people. I'm not want to give up here and give you a lecture. You guys need to be in the chat typing stuff, man. Don't be a lurker. Don't be that. I mean, I'm grateful you're here. I don't care if you're lurking or not. Thank you for being here. I'm glad to have people watching because streaming to one person or to 0 people, that's weird AF. It's not a good feeling. So 21 people, even if you're not saying a damn thing, I hope that you do, because that does help the chat. That's why they do that. But to me, I just think it's kind of rude to be mean to people, or to it just strikes me as kind of rude, because if you lurk, at least you're there showing support by being a viewer. So why would I want to take a stab at you for being a lurker? That's just my takes, my opinions, and I know other people's got different things, and I know that getting the chats going and everything helps. And I know maybe I should do that when I'm on streams too. But I do say hi. I think it's important to say hi and let people know that you're there, especially on small stream. But man, you go to a stream that's got 500 people, 1,000 people watching it. You don't need my input. Your chat's doing just fine without my input. And I'm cool just sitting here watching you on my big screen TV. Used to have a projector up. I miss that little guy. I need to get him back out. And just okay. And I know you guys don't stay here the whole stream. That's cool too. You don't see I'm bitching about that. Why are you clicking in and out? Why aren't you staying here the whole time? I mean, dude, I'm honored, and that just adds another view or something, a little click, I guess, or I don't know. I'm honored if you're here lurking or clicking in and out or whatever you're doing. Just the fact that you find spending time with me appealing or not a waste of time. Thank you. I'm going about my daily house chores while listening. See, there you go. Don't have to. What's he going to do next? Did he draw a line? Oh, this. What did I miss? I know it's not that crazy. Godspider says, I like to watch the turkey. I like to watch you too, man. That little thing you did in the bathroom was awesome. How did you do that? Anyway, let's get back to the chart. I'm being all silly. Okay, we got some coins to look at. Let's look at Moo. That one sounds fun. You got anything good going on here? Move. Oh! Okay, I saw that. And then a nice pull back. Let's zoom out. Oh, look at you, Moo. What the hell? I can't even tell what I've got going on here. Well, we had that. She went crazy. She definitely hit her measure move from back in the day from a channel. So we're looking at it back in a channel, and I haven't looked at it since it did all this. When was this? Back in, oh my God, this was last year. Or I haven't looked at it on this chart. I can say that. I don't remember any other charts. This is MEXC. So what did she do? She got up to fractions of a penny. Only to come down how much? Burn. Dude, we haven't even been into the bear market, and she already did a 98% pullback from her all-time high back in July last year. How does that suck? All right, I'm going to take a measurement here. Yes, I like exactly what I'm seeing here. I think you got a harmonic. I think you got one of them harmonic patterns, which I have not mastered these guys yet, but we're getting. I don't even know that I would do this because the way that I use fibs just resonates with me. I don't know that I would need to learn a wholly different system here. Is that a Gartley? I don't know what they're freaking called. It's actually a bullish pattern because they should come back up to the C area. So we're going to mark this guy. That's their target, by the way, for these patterns, is basically come back up to the top. Seriously. Of the second leg there. At least that's how I've seen it explained. For me... But she does. She got 7, 8. I don't know. She's got something resonating there, but I don't know if it's one of their patterns or not. All right, so this one's going to be fun. This one's going to be fun because she's right back at all-time bottoms. Moo the bull. Do you guys not realize that if this one has a community as a meme coin, which it did, a lot of people chase Moo, she can make a comeback. What the gains could be on this from down here at this bottom area here. Just to get back up to what This suggests that's a 20x. I'm not saying that she's even going to do that. It's possible. I'm just saying, hey, just look at this first target. $100 in Moo. Could turn into, gosh darn it, about $500 right there. That's almost 400% return just to get back up to that first initial target right there. That's kind of cool. Can't bitch about that. We are at 0.00000. 5 zeros and then 511. We drop a 0 and go to 2627. So we go from 511 to 2627 just for that first target. The next little target we got, and I would do it just like this. I would go. If you are on exchange, or Jupiter might be. I think you can do this in Jupiter. Put limit orders in on Jupiter through the wallets on the DEX. DEXs are getting much cooler. They are. Do I agree with
fingers crossed on thin ice. Got my margin called in the blink of an eye. Well, ain't that just paradise?
From here? I mean, honestly, I would the highest I would look for would be here at 786. And she may go and get a higher high. I mean, maybe we'll see some things over here, and that would be bitching as all get out. For this last little leg of the market, and we're down here. I don't know. I would. Are you just going to label every? I am. I'm just going to label every fucking did I say that? Sorry. Every little freaking Fibonacci. For the bigger areas. Now we need to come down and talk about the smaller time frames because we got some targets to there. I don't know how long it could take us to get up to that one. We can do the same thing right here. Swing high to swing low. And now we get our new targets here. Boom. Gotcha. Gotcha, bitch.
Rules said chill, but I went mad. Shoulda used stop loss, but I'm bad. FOMO ate my strategy alive. Now I watch my balance nosedive. Market makers see me cry while whales laugh and say goodbye. Just yesterday I had a
All right. So here on the daily, for movement of the ball, this is beautiful. In my personal opinion, I think this is beautiful. Got all of our moving averages on. We don't have enough for the bigger ones. They're not coming in yet. So we don't even have enough for a 200 moving average over here yet. We just got the 50 cross and the 100. So the moving averages that have shown up here on the daily are flipping. Ichimoku Cloud looks ready to freaking party. Here on the daily, this looks bullish. Maybe they could retest this area. Maybe. And if we were to drop down from here, that would be about a 20% drop. So $100 would turn into $80. And you'd say, you suck, Road Dog. I lost $20 because of you. But if you're patient and don't freak out, if that were to happen, that $100 could still turn into $188. Just getting to our first target up here. Our new first target at $989. What else can we decipher here? What else is encoded? I like this one. Oh snap, that's the wrong thing to do. This guy. So movement with a bull. No, I wouldn't be. I don't. Unless I was going to moonbag it. What I would recommend to do This is just crypto opinion. This is not any kind of financial or crypto advice. As soon as you can moonbag this and pull your collateral out, like you put $100 in, as soon as she doubles, pull your $100 out, and then you just let this little sucker ride. And just find the closest point to do that. That's the best way to. This is the perfect place to play that. So whether she drops another 20% or not, it's going to be so much easier to double this one up. It's going to do it right up here to the target. So we come up here to our first targets over here. Pull your collateral out and just let this little sucker ride. And then your little $100, it'll be $100 at this point, at that point in the game, right? And then your $100 free and clear could just turn into another $600 or $700, and you got nothing in the coin. Just a free $500, $600, $700, depending on what she does in this bull market. That's a good strategy. The only way you can screw that up is if you get in too many coins and you can't track them all, and then you start losing it. Then you can screw that up. But unless you do that, if you got your eye on the ball, it's hard to screw that up. I like that. This is worth. This is pretty much worth posting here. 87% gains to the first target. That should let people know that, hey man, this one can do some stuff. Let's take you up to up here. She's got all this here that she can make up, I think, fairly quickly when she gets the ball rolling. So yeah, this one's cool. This is probably one of the coolest ones I've seen. I like it. We're going to take this one over here, and then I'm probably going to go over there, and I'm going to come back to the chart and look at the smaller time frame. Then I'm probably going to FOMO in on it. This is Mumu the bull. Love this. Or I say I love this for bottom feeders. Great gain potential. Sounds crazy, but it's true. All right, so now, as speculated, I'm coming down to the smaller time frames and seeing we got a bounce on the 4 hour off the 100. That's bullish AF. Here's our ribbons crossing on the smaller time frames with the bigger ones. I see a big Ichimoku cloud over there just begging for some attention there. I'm going to take a chance and hope that this is our lower low there. I'm trying to make a W pattern there. Conservative people would be waiting for her to break levels. Not a bad idea. Make sure she gets a higher high, higher low, and then you know that we got a trend going, higher highs. We haven't not really established that so much on. I mean, we have this and that, but on these little things. So I mean, yeah, finding a way to enter your trades and setups. That's something you got to figure out for yourself. Your tolerances are different than everybody else's. Unique to yourself. But for me, I'm coming down to this 15-minute and see that she is on a decline at this moment. Yay! Still ribbon flippings going on. 5:15. Cheaper than what she was a few minutes ago when I was talking about her. Do I have anything with or is there something over here that I think is a crap coin on Solana that I'm in that I don't want to be in anymore? There's AI16Z. I think she's got. Oh, we got some goat. Oh, I don't want to get rid of my goat. We had some we got some Solana. Maybe I'll just do some Solana or some fart coin. You know, I might just take my fart coin and put it over there. Since it's a little bit, I can do that. She's already. Oh yeah, one. Yeah, I can do that. I'll just take my fart coin and swap it for Moo the Bull, and hope for the best. Moo. Are you not over here on Solana? I thought you were on. Yeah, you are. Moo the Bull. There you are, Moo. Crap. There's Moo Moo the Bull. That's what we're looking at. Moo Moo the Bull. Okay, gotcha.
Crypto dreams in all schemes.
All right. I'm cool. So goodbye to that little bag of fart coin. There's another one somewhere. It's all right. She's already got her gains. Sweet. And we'll just roll it over and see what happens there. See if we can multiply the gains that we made on fart coin. I like it. Moo Moo. Oh, we already posted. I already posted it, right? Yeah, I posted it. Cool. Kelly's already got a sign over there. Cool. Thank you, Kelly. Let's take a look at Nitro. Wait. I remember it's starting to come back. Did I buy it live on the show, or did I say I was going to do it later? I might have it. I might. I hope I do. Oh gosh, I hope I do. That looks cool. I bet I don't. Because I would have had to, unless I got it on. I found out I could get them on base. I might have done that. Did I get any? I'm so curious now.
If you dare, rise to
I did. I got the nitro. It took me a minute. It's the little frog guy. The little dude that looks. Yes, I got the nitro. I'm nothing happy. I wish I'd put more in, but hey, that's what we say. She's already doubled up. My nitro is doubled up from where I got in when we talked about it. Hey, thank you for bringing this one up. Yeah, okay. I did. I got. Sweet. All right. This is not where. We charted it though, right? We had targets and stuff. Am I on the wrong one? Ah, here we go. Oh, looky. Did you 272'd me? Man, my bad. Wait a minute. Let me check some things out. She went higher than what I had to, because yeah. Well, ¿por qué? Well, that's not what. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you did. You 272'd me. Okay, I'm a little shocked because I wasn't expecting it to quite go that high. I wasn't expecting it to go to there, to this area. That's normally one I go with, but with the deep retracement. So you threw me for a loop there. I look at this stuff so I can tweak my system. That's why I want to take a look at these guys. I'll put you right on it. 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 I think she came just a wee bit below. I look like I got my fibs pretty well lined up. She did. She came up in 272 us. Wow. I didn't nail it. Could have nailed it. Didn't nail it. Hit this target. How did you do? We're on the daily, by the way. So let's come down smart time frame and see what the reaction was there. That was a measured move. And they do okay. Fibs do so much better. Look how it did at 113. Just went up to it, got rejected. And then she went back and went for the little bonus target right there, 272. That's sweet. Now she's getting a pullback. So how much? If I'm more than double now from where I got in, how much have I given back? I've already given back 31% from the top there, and still doing good on it. Cool. So we know we got this. Now we can take all this stuff off, and we found our pullback idea. And she's already at one of them right there. Oh, she already did both of them, the ones I'm looking for. If she's going to do a stronger move, if we're going parabolic or something, this 382 area seems to be holding. She didn't actually touch the 0.5. I want to throw that one on there. Is she retouching those areas? That would be bullish AF. Let me label this one too. Because now I'm measuring the strength of the pullback. Oh, now she did a 272. She went parabolic. You could make an argument she may have a spiked off top. She don't have enough steps to finish the parabolic step pattern, though, in my personal opinion. I think that she can still be working on a much bigger move. And if she does come back, one, we don't want it to ever lose the trend line. We can make an argument that maybe this will hold. Maybe it will. For the channel line to actually go up a little bit. That will keep you there. You cut through that candle, though. I think my line is off. There we go. Candle body to candle wick, and then yeah, that lined up nicely. Hopefully that will hold. If it do, we can get us a nice bigger move for another target. See if this one goes. There's a few little targets right below it, but I'm really looking for that. If that is true, if we can do that, that'd be another 95% gains to get up there. Not bad. So a possible another 90% gains from, well, that's from this target right here. I still think there's a chance she might come down there, but I don't know. Price label, where you at? Right here? Right there. Oh man, you just take up too much room. All right, so for Moo the bull, let's see if we can zoom out here for our. I can't get the whole thing in here. Let's do this. Can we do it this way? I think there's a lot of numbers there. Oh, am I calling this Moo the bull? This is Nitro. This is Nitro. This is a new one. Also, if we connect our wicks there, let's put this out because there's a chance she can come back down here. I'm not going to try to be total Moon Boy. If this parabolic moves or we do down and sideways or whatever, we get a steeper retracement. I would hate for that to happen, but there's always that chance to come back to the retest area. So I want to paint you orange. Because when I do them orange, that's me saying, you know, caution. Look for, you know, to make sure it's sticking, make sure it's showing signs that we're bouncing and maybe even, you know, waiting for the next higher, little high on the time frame to confirm, like on the smaller time frame or something like that. If we bounce, you want to see signs that we're having a reaction there and trying to bounce. We don't want to just blindly buy there because it's there. When I put these labels out, we're looking for something to happen there. Great place to set an alert. Those kind of ideas is what I'm putting out here when I'm throwing these areas on the chart. I'm not saying just blindly jump in right there. You can do that, but I mean, you're best to see something happening there. All right, Nitro, let's post you over here for our chart. I thought we had our gain thing. So I got a possible idea if we can hold this area. I don't know for sure. Don't know. It looks, the ribbon flippings, it's looking healthy, but I like it. She's up. Nitro. On ETH, right? As last one rocked. As last one rocked the targets. All right. Well, that's cool. That one looked good too. Let's check out guns. I thought it had a Z in it. Oh, it does. There's a dozen on the ticker. Okay, mix C. So got a trade set up over here. So she was in this, looking at it in a range. I can't remember when we put this out. Well, it couldn't have been too far. Or did I do the Did I do the trick? I can't remember if I took this before. I don't know if we already had this or I put that there for. I can't remember. I should make notes on that. Nope, don't erase that. I want to get this guy out of here because he's getting on my nerves. The little volume thing. So I still see a a sideways channel, definitely. That we're in. Now, if you go by Wyckoff theory and that there's an accumulation going on, there might be a big old wick down here to somewhere around 3.5 cents or something, just to wipe everything out before it goes up. Anyway, well, this is what we got. We do have a touch there. Do we look at this? This is the 4-hour chart. That would not have been here. I had to have drawn this line before the price got there. It had to have been the angle technique. It had to be the channel technique, and we just happened to come down and bounced off of it. Because I've not looked at this one. I don't know. Now I'm curious to find out which stream that we looked at it and how I did it. But anyway, that seems to have held. Cool. 786. Nice. Okay, wait a minute. Now I've got a yellow line right here. If I go swing high to swing low, then I've looked at this before, so... Oh, it doesn't match up. It was... Maybe it hadn't come to... I don't know. Okay, so we'll tweak you. Do a little adjustments here. You are... I'll take you off. So I got to tweak this one just a little bit. Let's go to this one. Here's 19%. Oh, that's not much. Well, we got 40% up to our next high target, and she could go higher. I got one up to 48 cents there too. Right at 7.5 cents and 7.8. Those have changed just a little bit because we came down a little bit lower since the last time. I guess since the last time we looked at this chart. Let's take the fib off. So guns, so we seem to be in a channel, and we were in this channel idea here, and it turned out to be a bigger channel, and this is just kind of one of our middle lines, median lines, I guess. And you got a little zone through that. All right, so guns on the 4-hour. I like those targets. 42% gains possible coming out of this. It's at a good place at the bottom of a trend line. Closer you get to the trend line, the lower your risk reward is in my strategy or my technique. Not everybody likes buying bottoms. A lot of people like to wait for confirmations or get past a certain... Everybody's got a different take, so, I've got to keep that in mind when I talk about these things. And I think one of the assumptions is to assume that everybody trades like you or looks at the market like you or something like that, when, they don't. There are so many ways that oh my gosh, you think somebody might see something similar to you and they're looking at something totally different, using totally different tools, but yet somehow they might sometimes get the same results. That's kind of the weird thing about TA. These things can overlap like little Lego blocks. Somebody else will use a different thing and come up with the same target, different technique, and get the same zone. I mean, welcome to TA. You got to find what works for you, though. I like this. Paste you over here. That was guns. Nice bottom channel buy, in my opinion. So this would be a nice little swing trade. Could take a few days, could take up to a week or something. To make 42%, put $100 in and get 140-ish. And that's just, I don't know, if she wants to ever get back up to, she says she was at 19 cents. I mean, if we can ever get back up there or something, this one takes off. I mean, you're at bottom areas from what we got. It can only be up from here. Well, it can always be down, but it's a nice gamble to take. Launchcoin. Is this all we got on Launchcoin? Oh no, we got more. Oh man, I had you down here. Because she was going parabolic and I was looking for a 786 retracement. I think it was my thinking on that. Boy, I was wrong. She doing a 618. She's sticking. Oh, let me put my bid back on there.
Whispers in my ear, rug pulls haunt my past, but I've shed the fear. Trading through the haze, coins align my sky, moons ignite my veins, lift me oh so high. Ooh, dance through the lows, stack through the fight. Every coin I claim burns up the night. Ooh, 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 ooh. Bull run rising can't break my soul. Stacking dreams, I'm taking control.
I'm going to take this one out because this is too close. I'm basically looking for about 48 cents and 53 cents out of launch. There might be a headache ahead as we play with this trend line idea. But the angles are lining up really nice right here, so it may just be part of the plan there. I'm going to take it right up to those 3 wicks that just respect that angle, and sounds crazy until that one day. So this be true, you're at the bottom of the channel. That makes this a nice place to get in. 100% gains to get up here to 48 cents. That's moonbag. $100 in, take your $100 out, you get a free $100. You get to keep half your coins and let it moonbag. Launch coin, believe. Who has that? I mean, I know McC has it, but I don't think I got. Ah, it's so tempting. I'm FOMOing. I can't. If I'm near a bottom trend line like this, I like it. I'm going to put this out as a trade setup.
Yeah,
Long position.
yeah. Crypto, let's go. Wake up charts flashing green in my sight. Dips in the rearview, moons in my flight.
So you can. Oh man, that's even with a. So we can put our. We can actually get a really tight stop loss. So below the trend line, I mean, I could put it as if I wanted to. Really. Oh, that's not as tight as I thought. It's not as tight. I thought you would have to. If we go below the wicks from where it's at, that's a 20%. That's too much. Too much. Too much. I can go below the 100 and these candles over here. And that's giving me basically a 10%, but it gives me a nice 11-to-1 risk ratio to get up there. So it would be for stops and entry. All right, I don't think it takes a picture of my green thing. I don't know why it doesn't, but it never puts those details on there when I take a picture of it. This is launch. I think there's a nice entry at the bottom of channel idea for tighter risk management. 8% seems okay for spot. You have to go tighter if you're going leverage stuff. All right, that's cool. You guys are bringing some nice setups tonight. Thank you so much for that. Let me come back to the chat. We're an hour, 42 minutes. Time just goes by so fast around here. Glittery Marshmallow, $4.99 time with the turkey is never wasted unless we inject with whiskey. That can make it for a very interesting evening. You were here that night on Apple Water Night. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. I am 100% crowdfunded here on this show. I don't try to sell you anything other than Tangem wallets. I will push those. Speaking of which, if you don't have a Tangem wallet, you need one today. Get yours one. All the cool kids and cool turkeys have them right now. Save 10% with dog. That's my show. I get lost in the charts too much. I would not make a good online salesperson here because I'm here for the chart. I'm here to look for stuff. I'm here for the art of the chart. I'm a performance chartist, as I think DP said that. What's on parade? Unless you're lurking outside in his flower bed, mind the tulips, please. Crypto Bedell, hello. Oh, hey, hello to you. Thanks for being here. And we got Chaotic Rage. What on earth did I stumble into? Oh, well, at least you got the turkey face. You don't have my zombie face. You want to see the zombie face? This is the one that used to scare everybody off. This is what I was when I first started. Are you ready? We got to do it right because I want to get the color right and everything. Hold on. I want to show you what my real face looks like. Oh, snap. That wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, somebody didn't shave today. Oh, crap. Where are you? Oh, here we go. Yeah. So, yeah, I kind of got this whole freaky goth zombie thing going on, right? So a lot of my old stuff, I look like this. But then one day, instead of, I used to turn into a pumpkin about 12 o'clock and had a little pumpkin character. And then one day I accidentally had a turkey. And everybody freaking fell in love with the turkey. So now we go from kind of being a weird-ass goth psychic, kind of weird stream to a goofy turkey. Yeah, a goofy turkey. And I was starting to feel bad about it for a little bit. I was kind of, now I feel kind of pigeonholed into being this instead of being the zombie voodoo doll. And I felt pigeonholed. And then I took and then all of a sudden after I took a poll, I was like, I don't mind being a turkey anymore. Because I noticed my stupid stuff, my silliness goes better with the turkey jive than as Mr. When this face gets all silly and crazy and starts, it doesn't come across the same. But when this face gets all crazy and silly, it's funny. Yeah. And the eyes. It's the eyes. It's all about the eyes. Look at the eyes. Beautiful. And the lips. The gorgeous turkey lips. But don't you say nothing about my missing pecker. I'm sensitive about not having a picker. But who wants a picker on their face anyway? That's disgusting. All right. Okay. See, I couldn't do that as a voodoo doll. I couldn't do it. Cast on the daily, please, if you're taking requests. Okay, let me... So we went over Goons, we went over Swee, Moo, Nitro, Guns, Launch. I think maybe a few other coins I looked at earlier. I can't... And let me add some to the list here. We got a few more minutes. Caspa? Hey, there's Dave P. How's it going, Dave? Chaotic Rage, welcome to the Looney Bin. Yeah, you're definitely at the Looney Bin. What was that? Thanks, I don't know why, but it feels right at home. Oh, you found your home. I don't resonate with everybody, but hey, if you fit in, then welcome to hey, do we have to... I don't know if you know this, but we also have a Telegram group. Oh, they're working. My buttons are working. I put those links in the group. It's free. I don't charge. I mean, that wasn't my agenda. Some people come into this whole thing just for the purpose of starting a group to make money, because you can make a lot of money in groups. We're talking like millions if you get a group set up. I think we got about 100 and I don't know, under 150 people in our group. It's a free group. It's a private group, so there's not a bunch of bots or shills or anything like that. I heard some people with their pay group saying we had to make it paid, we had to charge because nobody valued the free. Well, nobody does value the free information. That part is true, and I'm wondering about that. But the other part that they say is we got too much riffraff. We had to charge to keep serious people only, and I'm like, I don't have that. Everybody, we just got a bunch of cool people over here in our Telegram group. It's the perfect group, man. I wouldn't want to start charging to mess up the vibe, because the group is all about the people. And that's one thing about the groups that, if you haven't figured out, they get it going with the members, and then you got the paid people. I mean, everybody's there paying, and then they leave it for you to help each other out, and they just sit there and collect the check, throw in the information. But it's, you know, you want, they'll hold your hand. I got admins over here that will hold your hand too. I got admins too, but I wouldn't ask them to hold your hand through anything. It's just a bunch of cool people that like to help each other. That's what it is. And the other people have trading groups, well, they sell that. Okay. Not that there's anything, just know it. Just know that that's what you're getting. Hey, Joe posted a chart over here. Joe's got one. What is this? 50x short on what? Is this just now come up? High risk due to no pivot that's breaking. What's the coin? Oh, there we are. Oh, Bitcoin. 5 minute. Is it a 5 minute chart? Cool. This is current, right? 411. Wait a minute. Let's say, oh, wait. No, yeah, that's new. Yeah, he just posted that. Oh, cool. Thanks, Joe. See? This is the trade setup is there is, and there's not always charts over there every time, right? Because I'm not, the group I was in, man, they would post about 10 to 20 charts a day, which is cool. And then, you know, you can brag. That's a selling point, I guess. We got all the charts. But the problem is, if they're not good setups, then you get a lot of bag holders. And I only want to put out good setups that I see. So I'm kind of picky with my setups. And, you know, as with any setup, they all don't always work out, right? But sometimes they do. They're awesome when they do. I like the ones that have a high probability to work out. So I try to be a little bit more selective. And I usually do it on the stream, okay? On the stream. I usually take what we go over on the stream and post it over there. That's just what I do. Sprinkler heads. Whoops. All right. I think we got all the chat going. Did we get? Oh, there's more. There's more. I'm just making sure. Arc block. Sleek Cole. Hey, thank you for showing up, Sleek Cole. ABT. Typecast. Yeah, I started feeling typecast with the turkey, but then I got over it. So now I'm kind of being, but that was weird because a few months ago I was starting to get kind of, I was like, man, I feel kind of, you know, typecast, pigeonholed as a turkey. But then I was like, I can't be anywhere near as silly and stupid as the zombie, or, you know. And I do a lot of silly stuff. I do a lot of the skits and things. So I'll use him for my psychic when we do this little fun psychic stuff. You didn't post that launch coin trade setup, Rhoda. I didn't? Oh, did I not? Oh, thank you for reminding me, since we're still on it. Oh, okay. I must have got distracted, and then I ended up going and doing it. And I'm late. Can't find your post there. Okay, I'm a little bit late on the chat here. Let me see if I can catch up. Art block type. Okay, pump it. Says Crypto Badell. There's our invitation links. Never mind. Lots coin just popped up. Okay. And Strega. That's a lot of tacos. Man, I'm kind of craving tacos right now. I got a taco surprise a few days ago. I thought that's kind of cool. That's pretty tasty. All right, so we got a request for Caspa. I got about 10 minutes left here. Let's go check these things out. This microphone is right in my mouth, where it's supposed to be, I guess. Caspa, you're at under 11 cents now, up from 10.3. I'm on a smaller time frame. I need to zoom out. And she's climbing the ladder just like we had hoped. Let me get rid of this little guy and take a few of these little lines out that are. Do we need this one? That was for retest. Our purpose is to show the pattern there. We don't need that. Right now we're in an open and broadening pattern. They're fun. Can't bitch about that at all. It looks like we respected the bottom of it too on the daily. Nice. All of our little fib levels have just been fun to play with. 382 it kind of went through. And if you look over, well, she had support and resistance. I kind of expected a little bit more from that, to be honest with you. And I'm kind of wondering, now I'm looking at how it just dropped here. A Vector candle, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I still would expect that to have a little bit more action. Maybe it did on the smaller time frame. How did you do over here? Oh, okay, well. 382 kind of sucked. The 0.5, however, nailed it. 0.5 Fibonacci nailed it. So we're basically looking for, the breakout of this little zone here and start stair-stepping our way up. Got the ribbons flipping here. I'm going to go to 4 hour because I think that's the best one. With my particular moving averages, that's the ones that they're respecting and talking to me the most on. We're getting a nice flip. Bottom, this is still close to the bottom of the trend line. There could be a nice little entry here. Might still be one yet coming, or no? You already got above your 9. So in my personal opinion, it looks like Caspa's at a place where she can bounce and go to our higher high and be looking at our next one would be 15 cents or 14, just right under 14.8. And I mean, we could get some other little nitpicky targets in between there if we wanted to, from or maybe one just a little bit above with our 8. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. No, that takes you right there. Oh, that squares up. Perfect. You square up. That makes you a nice ass target. Yeah, right there. 14.8. Maybe front running to 4.7. Make sure you get your order filled. That would be, gosh darn it, that's actually nice. Let me come down here. What do you got going on here in the 15 minute? You coming down? Why are you bearishly flipping your ribbon on the 15 though? What's up? Whoa, why you got a bearish flip? You went full on bear flip here though. That doesn't make sense with what we got. Pardon me for a moment. We got nothing. You're good here though. You got the momentum here. That's deep retrace, don't get me wrong. All right, so let me explain these patterns, or this particular pattern, this trend line, and this happens to form the pattern with rising broadening wedge or a megaphone pattern. They're bearish in nature, but until they break that trend line, they are fun as hell to play because they got wide range. They open the doors. I'm still sticking with that target. I'm just looking for any signs. The 15 minute kind of threw me off there a little bit, so I just want to double check, make sure I'm not missing anything for momentum. No, that looks good. That's actually really good. The flipping in. We saw the 4 hour flipping in. That just looks, maybe all the bearishness happened down here. Are you flipping in now? On the smaller ones, or the the smaller moving averages here. Are you guys doing all right? Well, they're flipping, trying to. Still, okay, we got a idea there. If she were to drop, I mean, back to the trend line is about 4% drop. I would expect that to hold. I just started seeing some bearish crosses here, and I just had to take a look at it. They cross pretty quick over here on the smaller time frames, though. They can be in and out. So I mean, it's not saying, oh, it's the end of the world, it's flipping over. She bearish crossed over here too, and then bullish and bearish, so she can do it quite a bit. So to me, I think she's getting ready to go. It makes me kind of want to. They got you on BitUnix? They got you on COINEX. I could probably do it over there. Oh man, Bitcoin, did you go down? I'm down like 1% on the trade over here on Bitcoin. I see a oh man, no, that's inverse. Come on now. That won't cross. I will oscillate it. 3x is pretty decent. If I take a nibble, and might get a chance to nibble in a little later here. Let me come down to a 5 minute. What do you look like? 5 minute time frame. What do you look like, darling? Man, I couldn't. This is making me. I got such a big boner right now. Looking at this. Looks like she's trying to break out. We got some bearish things going on here too with some of these things, but it's still not bad. It might struggle through here a little bit. Momentum still looks good to me. I'm actually going to take a little entry on this one. She is above my little 9 moving average on the 1 minute. Oh my gosh. I am front running. I am being degen. I am. The reason I'm being degen is because I got a trend line that we're close to the bottom on. We lose it. Hey, I can get a really tight stop loss at fractions of a penny down here. Just how I look at it. Doesn't mean that's how you look at it. You do you. But I'm going to put in. Let's just put in a little $100 trade here. She's coming down a little bit. I might get a little lucky there. Just using. Oh no, cross, man. Can we change that? Good. I don't ever want to use cross leverage. Oh, bummer. I'm down 0.55%. Dang, brother, you already lost 19 cents on this thing? That sucks. All right, so I just put a little nibble entry in, and I like it. I would set my stop loss. Set it right now at yeah, 0.0108 is what I'm doing. That's how tight a stop loss I'm going to. I'm risking 10 cents on this little sucker. Wait a minute, how are you risking 10 cents if you already got? Did I do something wrong? I did something wrong. No, I didn't. That's right. No, I'm risking 76 cents. I'm risking 76 cents. A $100 trade risking 76 cents. I'm being a cheapskate on this little sucker. Because if she breaks down below this little line right here, I know that my trade it's nullified. Although she did do it over here. You did come down a little bit lower. You talked to Miss Lucy. That makes me wonder. I'm still going to leave it there. If we're maintaining above that 360, So my take is if I break the trend line, and there's some wiggle room in that trend line, so I might actually get stopped out. I might actually really need to go lower. I'll go a little bit. I'll go 10, 7, 8. I feel better about that because I think she actually could come down and do a little. If they're planning on pumping up, they could do a little sweep there. How much did I lose on that? Oh my gosh, a whole dollar or 95 cents. I'll risk $1 to make to try to get up here to these higher areas. Again, the only reason that I'm entering a trade, my reason is because we are near the bottom of a trend line. We're actually a little bit above it, not touching it. Might come down and touch it. I don't know. But that's how I like to do. Some people like to wait for things to get above levels, or get above a trend line, or get above a certain movement. Everybody's got their little triggers. I'm a little flexible when it comes to bottoms. That's just me. Let's check out ABT. Oh, did we figure out where we're going with Caspa? I'm just like, oh my God. We did have our targets up here. It's not like we just blindly went in, but I was going to put this as a trade setup. That's good. You can get a 5% stop loss. That's not bad on spot. And go a little deeper with spot, getting way below the actual line down here.
She's trading all night, stacking her claim.
And what we got? 6-to-1 risk-reward ratio, 37% gains possible to 14.8 cents. 37% gains, not amazing, but hey, it's something. We still got a measure move at 16.9 cents. Don't forget that. So, or 7, yeah, right at 17 cents. All right, this is Caspa 1 hour. I'm going to copy this one and share it over here. I'm a bottom feeder. I think it's a nice little swing. Idea. See, Joe puts a lot of stuff over there. I can't do that on the live, putting all this stuff in there. I wish I could, but you guys would be sitting here watching me type. Oh, God, this show is so boring. I want to sit here watching type. Did not follow me doing my charts when we're live, but it's a bonus for being here live. Let's check out ABT. Art block. Let's see. Where's a good place? I guess we'll go with... Let's go with Gate.io. Looks like we went with Gate.io before. I had an alarm set for something. Let's zoom out. Oh, that's a bearish flip. What the hell happened there? Let's take some of these older targets out of the way here. Oh, let's just clear it out. Old news. Go to the daily, get some fresh news here. You get a deeper ass retracement. Now we had this, and I would have been looking for something bullish probably from that. 786. I would have. That would. And then we came down to an 886. That sucks. You rolled over. So that is a deep ass retracement. Momentum's, I mean, it's still, to me, it looks like she's going to accumulate a little bit. Let's come down to the 4 hour. Okay. 4 hours really being helpful. Yeah, they're trying to flip again here. I find it concerning because, you know, they actually did a flip over here and then lost it. I mean, that looked good over here too, though. If I were looking at the same thing over here, I mean, I'd be looking, man, we're at 786 fib. We got the ribbon starting to flip over here. I hide it over here. I'm like, oh man, that's looking bullish. We already tested that. Or some of these other fibs would look different at that point, but I've been looking for a double bottom over here. If I'd entered a trade or anything on our block over here with anything ideas that I had over here, man, she would have got me. She broke out, get rejected, come back for a retest. Oh, we're probably good. Be looking for higher targets, and she still did something. She finally did that, but by that time, you know something was wrong because she should have bounced a long time ago. Yeah, this one would have got me. That one was just not going to work out. No matter how you read it or whatever, man, you'd be looking and hoping and expecting, and she didn't. I mean, you want to count that, but that didn't go nowhere. It did what, I mean, it had a response, did some good stuff, but might have even done what it's supposed to do. Internal trend line. What else you got? Channel. I'm catching you now. I'm seeing what you're doing now. You waffling. Where's our other angle? Is this it? I believe that's it. I mean, I got you perfect over here. And I think you broke it. For some reason, I'm just not sold on this one yet. I got 800, 600, 300, and I know we're seeing some signs of things trying to cross over. They're still in bearish formation. I might need to phone a friend on this one. Elliot! Well, Elliot thinks the wave is sea-waving its way out and starting on a brand new one wave, so maybe that's bullish. I could see the little sucker coming back down myself. Let me try that one more time there. You know what? I'm going to say keep an eye on the 77 cent area. I just don't. I'm not sure that she's ready to pop just yet. I think she's still trying, but I think she and well, let me do another area because I think the 80s. I think the 60 cent area could come into play too. I think she's trying. I really think you might see a double bottom or something here before she starts getting, you know, taken off. So maybe she does some stuff and you know, do we do something like this? She's not. I don't think she's ready to pop out of this zone yet. But that is the target that we'd be looking for to get past. Once we get past 144, start looking at this guy and she'd start acting better. But right now, I think she's got some. I think 77 and was it 60? I think we might be looking at something like that. And hopefully I'm wrong. Let's take a look at the indicators and see what they're saying. Maybe they're telling me we're wrong. 4-hour MACD still looks like she's bullish. 4-hour market cipher is she's trying. Money flow starting to come in. That's good. The momentum wave still looks like it's got some possibilities to go up. Something's coming down. Maybe she will go up a little bit more, but I just see a possibility of it. She's just not quite there yet. And I'm going to come back to this trend line, and I'm just going to draw it manually over here. See, I come up with this, and I see that we lost a level, and it could be a bearish retest. And if it is, we got one of these guys, and I would probably expect, a measure move something along the lines of this, and that does take us down to these areas that we got marked. 60, 61 cents. That's the kind of idea that I'm looking at right here for this one, possibly. It might take her a little while for that to play out. I don't know what the deal is with it, but that's just kind of what I'm seeing on Art Block. She's not showing me that she's just ready to pop. She can get a little gains in here and there, a little rise up, but we're wanting her to make some real money, right? And I think on those targets, that $2 area, well, that would be the great little payday. That's where you would get your 100%. If you're in now, you're probably in earlier. So that's kind of what I'm seeing there. It looks like she can come down a little bit over the next few days. And well, here we are. Oh, here. This is daily MACD, and it's been bearish, so that would explain. This lightening up. Don't know if that'll stick, but she can still travel down while that's lightening up a little bit. And on the daily, 9 and 21. I'm not liking that. Looks like I could see an area where we could drop down a little bit. Even though Elliot doesn't. Elliot thinks, no, Elliot's confused as hell on the daily. Yeah. So daily looks like she could come down. Smaller ones look like they won't go up and barely retest and then come down. Look, it's an inverted head and shoulders though. I mean, I hope that works. I'm cool with being wrong, but I'm just saying what I see. I don't think she's going to be able to make it past this level. Just yet. If, however, let me paint this picture though. If she does work a miracle and for some reason come back into this, bullish AF. Will we get back above, let me make this clear. If we get back above this, let's make you some kind of weird thing. Just paint you white. That 105 area, if by some chance it does that, makes a bear trap, oh hell, and you want to ride that train, in my personal opinion. It just looks like she might be rolling over. All right, let me come down to the chat here. I think we are. Was that the last thing that was said? No, something's wrong with my chat box. It's not giving me all the chat. Top chat. Live chat. There we go. I don't know what happened there. Alright guys, so I've been going for about 2 hours and 14 minutes. I don't know where the time goes. 21 people still hanging out here with me. Looks like we had a peak of about 30 people here tonight. Thank you so much. I'm going to take another one on the smaller time frame. I'm going to take another look at Bitcoin on the smaller time frame. Actually turn my microphone off there. Looking for the Elvis.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Holy spooks, there's Elvis. Alright, so Bitcoin. This is my personal messy chart here. She lost her way. She lost her, ooh, what'd you do here, Bitcoin? Yeah. I was looking at you holding that. You didn't hold that one. You lost that one. Okay, looking for you to hold this one. You broke back into the pattern. This is bullish. I'm on 3 minute. I won't do 3 minute. Come on. This is where I get a little speculative and draw this, bring this guy down here. And wonder, man, are we coming back down to that area? What we need to do now, my personal opinion, I need to clear off some of this stuff. Get some of these targets out of the way here, some of these little lines. Yeah, I can't really put him there. He doesn't really belong there. That's a speculative play. We made a lower low here. Are we trying to regroup and actually come up and hit this target that I got up there? I hope so. Let's take account what she has done. We went from swing low to our first swing high, and then we came back down here, and then we broke up. Nailed that little nice. Okay, we should be getting a little pullback out of Bitcoin for this leg, and we're going to be looking for 382. That's where our 200 moving average is starting to come into. If we're going to get a nice big bullish pump up, I would expect to bounce off this 105 area. May come down to 104.48, but I'm really looking for this guy right here to stick. Let's go ahead and put your 0.5 over here too, just for the deeper retracement there. So Bitcoin, oh Bitcoin. I expect to pull back to there. Let's get Elliot's opinion here. Oh dang, Elliot, what are you doing? You're doing A, B's, and C's. What the hell? I can't even tell what you're doing, Elliot. You can't make up your mind either? Are you telling us all of them at once now? You used to give us these things one at a time. 5, A, B. Oh, you're getting more in depth. I wonder if they updated this thing. So Elliot thinks it can come up to here, then drop down to here, which is kind of in line. I got the 104.4 and the 10. Yeah, they're basically the same areas. You got a little bit different though. So it does look like we've finished a fifth wave according to Elliot, and we are at a top Fibonacci for what we started out here. I'm interested. Elliot's got a 1618 pullback. That would go in. That would go in mind. We're testing this area down here. Ooh, think they would drop us like a rock, scare everybody. That would kind of throw me out of this target over here. That kind of screwed me up for that. Bouncing off one of these guys, I still got that target in mind there. So just a slight pullback, I believe. Let's zoom out and make sure. Bigger indicators, the 1 hour is printing a red dot there. Oh man, is the party over? I think we got a good chance to pull back and then try to go a little higher there. Let's hope. Looking for bearish divergence, and oh, I guess on bodies actually there is a little bit. I almost missed that because I was looking at the wicks there and it looks like it was just right in line. I'm curious to see what happens here and here. I'm really looking at 105 because bounce off of there, it could be a nice strong move, and that would be enough to get us up here to that target. I'm trying not to let my bias come in or anything like that. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it, and I'm going to take it to the end screen. Trade carefully. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll take a look at some more charts, and we found some good. You guys brought some good stuff. We found some nice little possible trade setups, and I think there's a lot more possible out there. And tomorrow is Tuesday. They had Fake Out Monday or False Move Monday, so and it was kind of crazy, up, down, and sideways. We knocked it all out today. I'm curious to see what tomorrow will be. It looks like, the weekly's same bullish for Bitcoin. The daily's same bearish, so we do have some zigzags. But basically, things are looking good, and we are so close to our all-time high. That more likely, it would be kind of stupid not to try to go up and make a higher one, right? So I'm leaning more towards trying to come up and make a higher high, 113, 114, maybe through there. And as long as Bitcoin keeps going deeper, I'm going to keep buying her, nibbling. If she wants to come down, I'm ready for you. All right. Let's hope that we have another nice green day tomorrow. That would be awesome. King Hale says double top. A lower low, that's a possible scenario, and that one's got a wick on it. Pretty strong wick. That's another little thing to watch. Could be. It looks like an 886 or more. Yeah, 886 retracement there. That's pretty ballsy. And it could put us back down in 1033 retest this area. I'm hoping it doesn't, because I'm still hoping that my little 236, we bounced from this guy here. Well, that's kind of bullish. So I still got to target 108. I'm still eyeballing right there. Sometimes you just got to be patient and let them play out to get there. So I'm sure that between tonight and tomorrow that they will try to make this market look as scary as possible, and then they'll pull their little games, man. That's what they've been doing all day, man. It's been hard to trade, choppy to trade, but yeah, kind of fun. All right, thanks guys. I'll be at tomorrow night. See you here then. Let's go to the end screen.
I feel so unsure as I log in tonight. The charts start to
So a lot of people were looking at this wick going above that 886 area. That was going to do it for us. That was the toppy top, and then we came back down, and then we came back up again. So crazy. She is more bullish than, I mean, anybody trying to short here, I mean, they're going to have their hands full. Hard as hell getting stopped out or anything like that.
Tonight the coins fall so cold, a whispered crash I can't console. I'm never gonna trade again. These keys have lost the
Joe, are you going live tonight? Are you doing anything tonight? Oh my gosh, it's almost 1 o'clock in the freaking morning. I went way too long.
the way I traded you.
Thank you, Crypto Rage, King Hell, including Marshmallow, Strega. Answer me. Moonding just had a big reversal candle in 1 minute, I think. Flush before pump.
Your trust was the stake
Where did we look at that?
that I should have known. I chased the moon.
I don't see it. Moonding, right?
Now candles burn low, and I've lost it all. Greed took hold, I couldn't see the cost of
Still looks okay to me. I'm on the 2 hour. Finding support at the 100.
goes hum, a sad refrain.
If we lose that, I'll be looking at this 50-moving average, about 22.4 cents. Maybe test bottom of the trend line again. Could happen, or she could be flagging to the upside with an ascending cup and handle.
Blockchain love can end.
There's no such thing as an ascending cup and handle, by the way.
The way I traded you.
618 rejection.
Oh, please stay. Don't cash me out tonight. We could have mined a life so right.
I don't know. For some reason, I think we're headed to
Now I'm left with
30 cents or more. I think right around. We did this on another chart, right? Yeah, because these targets are looking familiar to me. That 39.40 cent area. I still think it looks pretty good. Now there's a 2 hours showing that candle there. 3 minute is got it popping up. Maybe this is what we were talking about. Is this it? That one from 26 and had that? Maybe one just late and get into the chat. I think we're okay. I think we're still within our bounds here. We're trend line.
I'm a block hustler, race where the hustle sings. Crypto's my lover, stacking.
We'll be monitoring Bitcoin short. No live tonight.
Meme coins tempt me, scams in the glow.
Check out my new code. Check out my new song if you can, and like and comment. Do that.
Charts crashed out of sight, left me wanting more.
Ascending cup and handle. It breaks to the upside 68% of the time. Nailed it. All right, guys. Good night, everybody. It's time to say good night, John Boy. Let's Let's get the little dog to wave and say,